Important day also for Julian Álvarez, because after the private statements, after Laporta speaking, after all this sort of stuff, today, official club statement from Atlético Madrid, from the board, so the most important people at the club, announcing with an official statement in paper, and this is not a tweet, this is not social media, this is not an interview, this is not a newspaper reporting the position of the club, this is in paper, news on the website of Atlético Madrid with the club statement. Julian Álvarez will not be sold to Barcelona. So what I told you for weeks now, that Atlético were not opening doors to Barcelona, is now guaranteed, pen to paper, because Atlético Madrid never had an intention to sell the player to Barcelona, and now you have the official statement. So from today, Julian Álvarez has three ways. The first way is to continue at Atlético Madrid. The second way is to continue at Atlético Madrid, but keep thinking about Barcelona, maybe in January, maybe next summer, I don't know, we don't know, and no one knows. The third way is Arsenal Football Club, because Arsenal remain there. Arsenal remain keen. Arsenal are working on the Julian Álvarez deal, and I maintain my position. Arsenal are ready to pay. If tomorrow morning, tonight, tomorrow, whenever it is, Julian Álvarez camp call Arsenal and say, okay, we are ready, Arsenal will pay what it takes to get the deal done with Atlético Madrid. That's the feeling at the club. Arsenal feel they can reach an agreement with Atlético Madrid. They don't see any issues, any problem on the club to club. Of course, the transfer fee would be expensive, and Arsenal will still need to negotiate, to discuss, so it's not a deal closed in 5 seconds between the clubs, but there is a feeling at Arsenal that they can reach an agreement with Atlético Madrid. This depends on Julian. So let's see what Julian is going to decide. Then, more news just on Barcelona, as we speak about Julian. Álvaro Cortés is leaving the club after Héctor Fort to Real Sociedad. Álvaro Cortés is going to Royal Antwerp in Belgium, permanent deal with a buyback clause and sell-on clause, so Barcelona maintain the control, and Barca are preparing to add one more defender, a young defender, to their squad. So this is the idea for the final days of the window. Then, talking about young defenders, one is joining Real Madrid, a 21-year-old from Ghana, playing for Granada, and is Oscar Nasei. He already completed his medical and signed his contract at Real Madrid, will cost slightly more than 2 million euros. And so, Oscar Nasei, Ghanaian centre-back to Real Madrid from Granada. He will start his career at Castilla, the second team of Real Madrid, and then with a view to potential involvement with the first team.